Thank you for joining us today. I'm Sofia Hernandez, as you know me, the owner relations manager here at Cozi, and I'm part of the owner relations team at Cozi Vacation Rentals. And today's training is how to differentiate your property in a crowded market. Basically, the main question that we want to respond to for all owners would be one big question. How do you stand out when there are so many vacation rentals out there? And with all the demand that we're having per guest as well, they are seeing a lot of rentals as options. So how can you stand out with them? For today on this training, we have as a guest Charity Palmer. She's our marketing director, and she'll be going over and we'll be talking about different subjects and topics as well. And after that, we'll do our normal Q&A. That we do. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to make them at the Q&A. Okay. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Charity. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you, Sophia. And hi, everyone. I just want to go ahead and start and dive right in. So let's start with the foundation. It's knowing your niche. And Sophia, do you mind changing the slide? Thank you so much. So not every home is meant for every guest, and that's a good thing. Are you best for families, romantic getaways, girls' weekends, retreats? Understanding your ideal guest, it helps you make smart choices about amenities, designs, and even your listing tone. For example, a family with kids might value board games and bunk beds, or a couple who's going on a getaway, they might like a nice touch like an outdoor shower, cozy lighting, or a hot tub. When you tailor your space and message to the right audience, you create an emotional connection, and that's really what drives bookings. All right, let's go to the next slide, if you don't mind, Sophia. And go one more. Awesome. Okay, thank you. All right, so let's talk about your unique value proposition. This is the answer to why should a guest choose your home over the one down the street, for example. It could be your location, your design, your experience, your story, or even your reviews. We have properties that do this really well. For example, Lariat Springs is a luxury property, perfect for families who want to spend time together in the Texas Hill Country with an infinity pool. Another example is a property called Das Weinhaus. It markets itself as the ultimate Fredericksburg getaway with walking distance to the shops and wineries, with a pool and a hot tub that's perfect for unwinding after a long day of shopping and wine tasting. Your UVP isn't just a line of text. It should come through your photos, your listing title, and your guest experience. All right, Sophia, next slide is yours.
Perfect. Yeah. On the next one, we are going to be talking about branding. This is something that we talked about on one of our previous trainings as well, what you can do as the owner to brand your home. On branding is not just about big things or big statements that you're doing on your home. You also have small things. We have some homes that offer themes per bedrooms. Then we have some homes that are offering just a minimalistic look. So all those things are things that are setting you apart as the homeowner and as an option to the guest as well. The property is like a mini brand that you're offering to guests, that everything from the photos to the manual that you have, throw pillows that you're adding into your home are contributing on how the guest is feeling whenever they book a stay and they're staying there. We have guests that they take the time to ask, hey, what's the mattress that you have right here? Can you help me out? Like finding the brand or things like that. We have some owners that are offering as well a webpage where they can purchase all the things that are at the home, because guests do ask those questions because they would like to return to that home as well as purchase items that they saw on that home. So all of those things will help you rebook those guests and have a loyalty program with those guests where they come back and rebook your home. We focus on the trust, consistency, and the quality. So these are things that we'll always mention to owners. On the property manager side, they try to do suggestions to the owners on the things that they can improve or change in their home. And these will definitely help you with the 5-star reviews, since it's helping build your reputation. Once you get guests that are happy and they got a response, for example, on the questions that they had, which mattress you had, which type of decorations you were using, they love those those touches and would try to give that customer service and give all those answers. And you as the owner can help us out on that regard as well, on the touches that you have in your home. So branding doesn't have to be complicated, doesn't have to be a big thing that you do. It's just small things and touches that you can have here in a home that will respond to the guest. Does it feel like actually something that was thoughtfully put together, a home that you thought through and you wanted to decorate in a different way? It's not just generic, which is what hotels are offering. On the short-term rental side, you as the owner can show what you like, what you see around the home, the location, and all the things that you have that actually help you put that brand.
All right, let's talk about delivering exceptional guest service. Guest service is one of the easiest ways to stand out. Guests are quick to leave reviews when something goes wrong, but they're even more loyal when something goes right. At Cozi, we pride ourselves on 24/7 guest support with a real person answering calls even on weekends and late nights. This kind of service really reflects back on your property and not just on our brand. Quick response times, proactive communications, and small gestures like birthday balloons or a handwritten note go a long way. Our guest hospitality team listens to these guest requests, and we coordinate with our operations team to make small, thoughtful things like this happen for our guests. One of my favorite things recently was a guest reached out to us saying that he was celebrating he was going to propose to his best friend for a long time. And so Amber, she actually created a custom sign for him, and he had a special nickname for her. And so whenever they came into the rental, he had that ready for his best friend to hopefully become his fiance. So stuff like that is stuff that we help our guests so that they feel special.
Yeah. At the end of the day, we're just helping other people have a personal stay. They feel like right at home, a place where they're feeling heard as well. Whenever we see a lot of those requests, whenever guests are coming in and saying, hey, I'm proposing, those are nice things to hear. I say a lot of things that you see on the hospitality side, that would be like the main thing that are positive and we like seeing the different lives that guests have as well. On the next slide.
All right, so next I want to talk about staying competitive. The truth is, investment grade properties outperform others, and that doesn't always mean a big renovation. It means smart, strategic upgrades that matter to your guests. Some easy improvements here's some examples of small, easy improvements. Fast Wi-Fi, Instagrammable decor. This is like a memorable wall that you would want to take selfies in front of to share with your family and friends. That's what Instagrammable decor means. Blackout curtains, comfortable bedding, quality kitchen supplies. Even a small upgrade can raise your guest satisfaction score. At Cozi, we review what guests are saying and what competitors are doing to help you know where to focus, and so that you're informed so you can make these improvements. A lot of times when we're looking through guest feedback, we'll see small things like that. And so we communicate to you, hey, this guest thought that, maybe adding a curtain here would be nice, or, maybe a new pillow would be great, stuff like that. So that you can easily kind of make sure that you're ahead of the game and making your guest stay the best possible.
And something important to plug in here would be that on the owner relations side, we're going to be working on sharing all of those reviews that you do receive. Unfortunately, we have not done so up until now because the process is not automated enough as we would like it to be. But moving forward, we are definitely working on that project to have all the owners access those reviews that they can get from their listings in a more easy way rather than going into the listing. For now, you do have your listing links. If you want to receive your listings links, as you don't have them right now, you can definitely email us and we'll be helping you with that so that you can look into the reviews and the things that could be a suggestion that you want to improve on your home. But moving forward, that's something that a project that we're working on, that would be sharing the reviews that we're receiving and suggestions to the owners. For right now would be you looking into the reviews, and we also have property managers making suggestions on the things that you can improve, or that guests are commenting frequently. Then next we would have maximizing the visibility.
Okay, so
And
now
this
that your home is guest ready, let's make sure that people see it. So we are actually launching a brand new Cozi website. If you joined us for our owner party, you might have heard about this. We're building it with the best SEO practices to really get your property found faster. We also run paid ads. We do email marketing and we do social media campaigns to keep traffic flowing to your listings. Another thing that we also do is we respond to reviews and update the listings frequently to help you rank higher in the algorithms to help with converting browsers into guests. As an owner, what you can do to amplify that is to share your property link on social media. You can also keep your calendar and amenities updated by letting your owner relations team know whenever you make any changes as soon as possible so that we're all up to date and ready to go. All right, next slide. Okay, finally, your messaging matters. A clear, consistent voice across your listing, emails, and signage shows guests what to expect and why they'll love staying with you. When your tone matches the experience, whether it's upscale, cozy, rustic, or romantic, guests feel it and they remember it. Cozi is here to help you build that consistency from listing write-ups to digital marketing support. We ensure your property shows up consistently across all social platforms and OTAs like Airbnb, VRBO, our website, and we actually have a dedicated listing manager who is consistently updating and improving listings. She will go in there and maybe change a photo or maybe change some verbiage. By kind of going in there and tweaking things, it does help you show up better in the algorithms because it's showing that there's some change in there and that we're frequently touching it.
Yes, ma'am. So just as a recap and what we talked about here on the special things, how you can stand out from other vacation rentals, knowing your niche, having that clear, unique pathway of your unique value proposition is to all the guests, delivering that excellent service, which would fall on us as Cozi as well, making smart upgrades. On this one, we would work together, you as the owner, us as the property management company, to do those updates for you to know what are the things that our guests are requesting and saying and suggesting, and also at the end staying visible, the brand, the marketing that we are doing to help your listing stand out so that people book frequently. Those are the keys to standing out from other vacation rentals that you can see. As you know, there's a lot of demand, there's a lot of supply as well. There's a lot of new units that are coming in. So it's important that you know how to stand out. So if you want any suggestions in that regard, please let us know and we'll help you on that side with the property manager going by and doing specific suggestions that you can do to your home. Thank you, Charity, for joining us and for your insights. So right now, I believe we can move over to the Q&A. Do we have
Thank you, Sophia, for having me.
Thank you. Anybody that has any questions in regards to what you can do to your home or anything specific to your home as well? Yes.
Earlier this year, we went through the narrative on my property.
Mm-hmm.
We made the appropriate adjustment. I think we did an exceptionally good job in doing that. How often would you recommend doing something like that again in the future?
So as long as your amenities and the descriptions that is being used are updated, updating description, what will help out would be on the algorithm and the positioning for whenever people are searching. There's not a cadence of how often it should be done as long as it's updated. If you have anything new that you would like to add into the description or things that you would like to change, then perfect, we can do that for you. But it's not a cadence that needs to be followed, since at the end of the day, changing the photos and everything that our listings manager already has in her schedule to do will be helping with the search ranking. So anything just that you want to update.
I think everybody has done an outstanding job in that regard. Looking at the property, taking a peek at what I do have, and then they did use a lot of the comments, ratings that people had said that they
Yes.
brought to the forefront, and that narrative was added to that description,
Yes.
which is, I think has helped throughout.
Yes, it is a lot.
The only one where I do have an issue with is where we use the word casita
Uh-huh.
instead of cottage. And I think maybe we want to look into that description on itself. If either you know what a casita is or you have no idea.
Yes.
So if we could look at that word as being a cottage, in-laws quarters, or add to that to describe what a casita really is.
Perfect. Yes.
Okay?
Edward, I actually love that you're bringing that up because that is a like fundamental part of your branding. So if you're saying like, I would rather have, them shown up as cottages versus casitas, that would be something that like we would update in your descriptions and your titles and make it very consistent across the board since you have a few of them. And or you could go the opposite and be like, I want to really embrace the casitas and kind of flow into that and attract guests who know what a casita is. So that is like two different ways you can go branding wise.
Rent my place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry. Can you say that one more time?
Those that know what a casita is do rent my place because they have an expectation. Those that don't know that word, okay? And that's why I think, I can't prove this, while my rentals are going down on that property. On that specific
And
one.
that's something that you can test. That's a great thing about marketing is you can test it and be like, okay, how many rentals did I get with the word casita and how many rentals did I get with the word cottages, and kind of assess from there. And we can work with you to be like, okay, we had the name casita in the description for 3 months, and then we had the name cottages in the name for 3 months. Now let's compare and see what did better, and let's go with that. And so if anyone else has something similar for their listings, we can do the same for you as well.
Even a forward slash,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
slash cottage.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I name it a cottage. Okay. That's my name brand. But on the website, it says casita. So I think it's something that we can probably work on in my specific item. So.
Yeah,
right.
Thank you for sharing. And I will get with our listings manager and work with you to make it kind of consistent to what you're thinking of. And we can make it all updated for you.
I like the extra money.
Yeah, I think everyone does, right?
Yeah.
We all do. I have taken note of that, Ed. So we'll take this to a listings manager so that we can look into that. What I want to double check is that maybe is something inside the software for that website that is not letting us show the specific way that we are doing on other channels, but we'll keep you updated once we look into that. I don't know if anybody else would like to make any questions right now in regards to their brand, to their specific home, how are they showing, or things that they've seen that can improve their visibility as well. Nope. Okay, perfect. Thank you everybody for joining us today. If you have any questions right after this, please do not hesitate to send an email to our owner relations team. We'll be ready and happy to assist you. And after this, I'll also upload the training. Once you view it, you that are looking at it right now that it's a recording, you can also send us an email just if you have any questions, and we'll be happy to help you. Thank you for your time today and hope you have a great rest of your day, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.